Welcome, everyone, to College Park, Maryland, and the house has been built by guys from Boomer to Diggs. Home to the Maryland Terrapins, where the fans are eager to welcome visitors into the shell. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So the Indiana Hoosiers offense will get the first crack at it here. And here he is. Let me tell you about this wide receiver. He is a route-running, DB, toasting, pass-catching, touchdown-scoring, woo, son of a gun.
I can't wait to see how this defense is going to try and corral this guy, because you play man-to-man, you risk him running right by you and catching the deep ball. You play zone, and you give him the opportunity to potentially make yards after the catch. Going to have to be really careful trying to cover that dude.
6-yard pickup on first down, leaves him with 2nd and 4. Wants to throw, it's Cherry. Looking left, makes the grab, and he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
Fires to the wideout. On target to the left. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. And the Hoosiers are rolling down the field. They'll throw it on first down. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play, because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Gets it inside the 25, down to the 22-yard line with a pickup of 4. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. And this looks disastrous. Oh, down he goes. A huge loss on that play. Now the 8th play of the opening drive, but this time facing 3rd and long. He's going for a big play downfield. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. No good. Kicker tried to tack a few more on the scoreboard, guys, and couldn't do it.
You can't miss opportunities like that. You're playing on the road in a hostile environment. You're trying to seize momentum right out of the gate. You get a nice drive to start the game, and then you miss the field goal. You don't get any points to show for that. If they're going to win this one, guys, they've got to take advantage of those types of opportunities.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to pass. It's Morris. He's right on target. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Ball is at the 41 as his defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete. And the Terrapins will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish stronger.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, and really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
The Hoosiers have it with a 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Firing to the right, complete. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. 2nd down now as they're ready to go back to work. From the gun, give on the inside. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
I think you run that play so you stay out of 3rd and long. 3rd and long is not where an offense ever wants to thrive. 3rd and medium, hey, I'm good with that. So you run that play to make sure you're set up for a good 3rd down.
Looking to throw, it's Cherry. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Great job by the defense there. They weren't surprised by that play call there on 3rd and short. They were expecting pass. They took everything away and forced the incompletion.
Maybe a little long for a field goal. Definitely too short to punt. Not much of a choice here as they'll go for it on 4th. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on down.
He had nowhere to go with the football. You could tell, surveying the field, somebody's got to get open to go make a play. Man, throw it up, run it, do something. You can't take a sack on 4th down. You got to give somebody an opportunity to make a play for you.
The Terrapins want to pick up the tempo. They'll throw it on 1st down. Quick strike complete. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a 1st down.
And there was no question in that scenario. That's where the quarterback was going. He knew he had his receiver in a matchup that he liked, running a route where he would find himself open. Nice job between those two.
Got it in the middle. It's Smith. Makes the grab, and he's dragged down.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. He wants to throw it again. He's got it and still on his feet. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. And the Terrapins trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Terrapins!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision in burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Back to pass. It's Cherry. Unloads to the wideout. He makes the catch. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
And here comes the offense on second down. Makes the grab. It's Green.
Well, they're throwing this one to the running back out on the perimeter of the field. They didn't get it to him quick enough, though, so he literally had to tap dance there on the sidelines, make sure he was in bounds when he caught it, and just pick up a few yards.
Now facing a 3rd and long. The play action fake. Fires left. And the pass hits. Picked off. Just a small return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45.
When you get interceptions as a safety, it's anticipation. You can see it. They see the route. They break on it. They go make big hits and big plays. This time, he gets the big INT.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. Didn't connect last time. Let's see if they throw it again on 2nd down. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Grabbed behind the line. It's Hemby. Pick up a 5. They'll need 5 more on 3rd down. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to...
And they got him for the sack. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Terrapins will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Trying to play a little field position with that high punt. And the returner will be knocked down. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Quickly complete. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Line getting set on 2nd down. To the air, it's Cherry. It's caught. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the 1st down. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. And the Hoosiers with the 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Finds his man. It's Green. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. He fires to the left side. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Man, that's a couple bad throws. Last possession obviously ends in an interception by this quarterback, and now you throw another one, in harm's way. You got to make sure you're throwing to the open guy. Make sure you're taking care of that football. We can't have any more turnovers.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And he got a hand on it to knock it down in the end zone.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass, locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. He'll take another shot here. Can't complete the long throw, and the defense gets off the field on 4th down.
And those 4th down stops are so huge for momentum to turn the ball back to your offense. Great pass defense, seeing the ball, breaking on it, swatting it down so the receiver couldn't make a play. Nice job by this defense.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. The Hoosiers will kick it away first, and we'll start the 2nd half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Picked off. He was looking for room to return that, but he'll just hand it to the offense. They'll take over at the 18.
A lot of quarterbacks have so much confidence that they can fit the ball in tight windows. How about the defensive player right here making an unbelievable interception, forcing the turnover, big play, big momentum swing.
The short hands, it's West. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. And the Hoosiers are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Hoosiers! When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. And in a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating. And you got to put that behind you. You got to see what this defense has been doing to be so successful. Caller, now use it against them.
Yeah, David, I think for a play caller, this is tough, right? It's like you have to get the perfect play on just to get a first down. In these types of games, I think you're just trying to get guys out in space, see if a dude can break a tackle. Maybe that generates an explosive play, and it breaks this trend.
Running backs nowadays, they are wide receivers. I mean, you got to feature them in the pass game. Why? Because you get matchups on linebackers like this. Great job getting the football near the line of scrimmage. Bam, break a tackle, make something happen, get 10-plus yards.
Keeps the legs moving. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
Ooh, I like that option play. I'd keep running that, too, because it's obvious. The defense right now is really keying in on this running back. That was a big point of emphasis for them all week long in practice, and it's opening up holes now for the quarterback to run.
Got it behind the line. It's Hemby. And the defense coming with bad intentions. They knock him down for a loss. This offense has a second down play. He's looking to throw. Pulls it in. It's Smith. He's brought down solid. Pick up but a little bit short of the first down.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. And the Terrapins come to the line in a hurry up.
And I really like when offenses attack over the middle of the field. Between the linebackers and the safeties, there's usually a soft area that you can usually have some success. And a really nice job by this offense taking advantage of those areas.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. They're about to snap it for the 7th time on this drive. Trying play action. Throws to the tight end. Finds a man by himself. Touchdown, Maryland! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half. How about the renaissance of the tight ends? Inline, flexed out, split out. They can do a little bit of everything.
They really can, and they're asked to block a lot of the times, too. But I'll tell you what, all the wide receivers out wide, the fancy toys, the fancy spread. Don't forget about that tight end. He does a little bit of everything, and then you reward the big fella throwing the ball, and he catches. So he really can do a little bit of everything in an offense.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They're going to open this drive with a pass. A strike downfield. Woo, boy, this freshman quarterback has a hose. Did he sing that thing in there? They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Pocket starts to collapse. And he makes makes the catch inside the 25. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. They've got him wobbling after that big play now to pay it off on 1st and 10 from inside the 15. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Pull down after a gain of 5. It's at the 9-yard line.
I know the passing game sells and the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Takes the handoff. It's Green. Pushes ahead for 2 to the 7-yard line. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. And that ball is intercepted at the goal line. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
QB never saw the defender. He's staring his receiver down, telegraphing his throw, and the DB jumped all over that.
Dropping back, it's Morris. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through him. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
This is the type of play that can give the offense momentum. 3rd and short from inside the 20. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Maryland has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. 3rd and short, they've got them back up inside the 20, and the D can get the ball back here. They get him on the ground, but it's a 1st down.
And ball security at this point is at a premium for this offense. You're backed up in your own end. You've got the lead, so you want to be able to run the football and stay on the field, bleed the clock. But you know the defense is going to be ripping away at it, right? They're going to be trying to get Hats to the football and forcing a fumble. So whoever's got the ball has got to have 2 hands on it this drive.
Got some of the work done on 1st. Now let's see what they have on 2nd down. Gets it out fast. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
On the move. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. The Terrapins will punt it away on 4th down. On the return, it's DeMarco. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
To the air on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. And that is interception number 3 on the day. They bring him down, but that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is. Thought he had the huge play with the interception. Instead, nabbed for PI, and it'll be 1st down for this offense. So after the flag, a fresh set of downs for the offense. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole.
I think one of the hardest things to do is stick to the run when it's not working. But it's those runs right there that are the reason why you have to do it, right? You can't get too one-dimensional. Keep slipping those runs in there. Keep getting a little bit of positive yards. Next thing you know, you look up and you might break one of those after you got them a little bit tired.
Pressure coming. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down. They'll lead the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. They're throwing for it on 4th down. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. We'll see if they go into a 4-minute offense, try to bleed the clock, or will they stay aggressive with a couple of minutes to play. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man on the right. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. And the Terrapins are in the hurry-up.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
We've reached a 2-minute warning in this offense, trying to milk this clock and keep time on their side. Just inside the 40-yard line. It's 1st and 10 from the 39. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. You got to believe they just want to run it, take care of the football, and keep that clock moving on 2nd and 9. The give to the tailback. A strong tackle and wrap-up from the junior. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. 3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Scanning the field, it's Morris. Zings it complete to the right. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains, it's 1st down at the 27. The Terrapins come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun, running back on the move. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the 1st down play. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Don't want to risk anything here. The quarterback takes a knee. Both of these offenses sputtered and stammered like a 73 AMC Pacer, if they made one of those back then, and ultimately they come up short.
Sounds like a beautiful car that you just want to run better, and that's the problem with this offense right now. They've got the guys.